There's a modifier.
Aha, so I'm back.
I got the modifiers. I just didn't know if the number of dice increased.
Alright.
No. But I think, doesn't your damage modifier increase also?
It does. My biggest thing is my sneak attack.
You get 2d6 now, I think, instead of 1.
Yeah.
Well, I do for my sneak attack. I didn't know if it changed for my regular attack or not. I can't read anywhere where it does.
Well, you'll get another plus to hit for your attack because of your proficiency bonus.
Yeah,
But then you'll get like another +1 to like your saving throws for your proficiency in saving throws. You'll get another +1 for your proficiency in skill checks as well. For what you're proficient in, anyways.
Yeah.
So
I got that.
All right.
The number of die was the only thing that I had a question about.
What do you mean about the number of die for what? Maybe I can help you out.
When I do a basic attack.
It would still be 1d20 plus. What did you put your 2 points in?
No, not. I said that wrong. Not my chance to hit, but my actual damage.
Your damage is going to say the same 1d6 with
That's what I thought.
the short
I was
bit
just
of
double checking.
Well, like I said, it depends on what you put your points in. What did you put your 2 points in?
Let me look real quick.
Did you
I
go
put
from
both of them
16?
in perception.
Oh, so you put your 2 points in wisdom then. You get 2 points. Your 2 points go into stats.
Okay.
So you want to go from a 10 wisdom to 12 wisdom? Or do you want to raise your dex up to do more hit and more damage? Or your constitution to get more hit points? Or you could do wisdom as well for perception. I mean, it's just up to you.
Well, right now I'm basically worthless to check traps on doors.
Well, you could put it in. You'll get a plus. You'll be at 12, which would be a +1. I believe 12 was a +1. So it would take all of your wisdom checks up one more. So you'll have to adjust all of your wisdom checks, like survival, that'll go up by 1. Your perception will go up by 1. Your insight will go up by 1. Your animal handling will go up by 1. But then you got to figure your acrobatics, your deception, your investigation, performance, sleight of hand, and stealth are also going to go up by an additional 1, because those are all skills that you are proficient in, that you have proficiency. So yeah, there's a lot of changes that you need to make on your skills, that's for sure.
Yeah, I just gotta go through that and do it.
But yeah, that's just, and like your dexterity saving throw, that will now be +6. Your intelligence saving throw is going to be +4, because those little black circles indicate that you are proficient in that. That is your class proficient saving throw. Now, if you put your 2 points into wisdom as well, your wisdom saving throw is going to go from 0 to +1 as well, because you're adding 1 more. You're adding 2 more, which is giving you 1 more modifier. So your wisdom would be +1 for saving throws. Hope I'm not confusing you on that. We can do it like Monday or so if you want to stop.
Yeah, we can do it later. I'm good for tonight.
Speaks. Okay. All right. Cool. So does anybody else got any other questions or anything?
Nope, fine here.
All right. Everybody get your skills changed and all that good stuff. Your checks and everything.
Yes.
All right.
I
So
did.
you guys are at the entrance of Wave Echo Cave, and this is basically the lore of the area. This is where the Great Forge is. This is 15 miles from Phandelver, where Phandelver used to be a very prosperous town because of this cave. And then when the Orc Wars happened and the mages battled, this cave was lost. But now it's found, and you guys are actually in it. These wars happened 500 years ago. 500, well before the spell plague and everything. So, as you guys start to enter the cave, visualize that the mine is cold, it's damp, and surprisingly drafty. You notice that there's a breeze that's blowing through the passage in your face. Now, you notice that a couple features of the area, a couple general features. Oops, sorry guys, my bad. My bad. Sorry about that, guys. You guys notice several things. You notice that the tunnels where you're at are 10 feet high. And you can see as you're getting to the end of this tunnel, the ceiling is starting to raise up to about 20 feet. Now, the walls of the cavern, they're all smooth hewn stone. The floors are all natural stone as well. And also you can see several stalagmites, especially in this first room. Now I'm going to open up a little bit more for you as well. Seeing that you guys are actually now in the cavern. In the cave. You guys are in the cave. So I've got to go back to revealing kind of slowly. So you guys just need to bear with me as I cut and dice this around.
Another gridless map,
Yep.
per se.
Well, it's gridless,
Well,
but there's still a grid on it, though.
Well, I meant to say, like, in the Roll20,
Yeah.
not the map itself.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. There's no snap, basically, is what you're referring to.
Yeah.
All right. So, why in the hell is this not revealing? Huh. That is weird. So I have to get out of the game and go back in. I cut that map perfectly, darn it, and it didn't reveal.
You're using, what, Fog of War?
Yep. Yep.
And it's being a pain in the neck right now.
Not really. I mean, it's sorta. Alright, so that's what I did the first time. And it did not work, unfortunately. Alright, so as you guys come into this first area, this is definitely the entrance of the cave. This is where your cousin, Gundren, this is where he said that he and his brothers were camping. So the entrance tunnel leads into a large cavern supported by natural pillars of rock and containing three large stalagmites. In the western part of the cave, behind the column of rock, as you guys start to move into the cavern, you see that there are several bedrolls and a heap of ordinary supplies. Sacks of flour, bags of salt, cask of salted meat, lanterns, flask of lamp oil, pickaxes, shovels, and other gear. Basically for a mining expedition. Amid the supplies, you'll find out in a second. Then the northeastern section of the cavern has collapsed, forming a 10-foot wide, 20-foot deep pit. A sturdy hemp rope is tied off around a nearby stalagmite and dangles down the side of the pit, at the bottom of which is a rough-hewn tunnel heading northwest and east. So you see no signs of any creatures, or no sounds of any creatures or anything like that. Hello, is anyone here?
Yep.
I'm here.
Are you guys coming into the cave, or are you going to hang out in the tunnel?
Well, I was about to think. Well, I was about to ask a question, but somebody just ran right
Sure,
past me, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Ask away.
I was about to ask if there was any way that I could determine whether I could stealth into the room, but never mind.
This is totally dark as well. So you guys have your light spells, torches, whatever. I'm sure you guys would have broken them out anyway. I know the clerics got light, the mages got light.
Yeah, I threw light on
so-
my shield.
Actually, I don't have
Let's just
light.
say that.
You didn't take light? Are you kidding me? What
No.
mage does not take light?
Well, it wasn't on my character starting sheet. And I just really didn't want to get it.
Is it? I think it is a. I gotta check that. I think it is a cantrip for mages.
It's a cantrip for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and cast it on my shield.
I have it
Yeah,
as
light
a
is.
option cantrip if I create a character, but the character sheet I received did not have light as a cantrip.
Well, that is a bummer. What were they
Lame.
thinking over there at Wizards not to give you light? Alright, so as you guys start to enter the cavern, you can see that there are the bedrolls. You can see them from this area over here, Raymond. As you start to move around.
There we go.
You can see that there's the huge pit that's dug. There's also a rope tied off on this stalagmite here, where you can, get down. Get down! You can get down the pit. So, I believe it's 20 feet, is it? "20 foot deep, yes. And then you can see that there are two caverns going from the west, well, the northwest and southeast, in those directions. So the cavern is now illuminated.
Who removed the health from my character?
I don't think anyone did. Don't forget to change the life for your new hit points on your token as well. You guys are all full hit points.
I've just been keeping track of it mentally.
Alright. You can do that as well, I guess.
This
I've been good about it.
this equipment and stuff that's right here.
Mhm.
I want to go ahead and see how much of it I can pick up.
Alright. So as you move your way around this pillar, you notice amid the supplies, you see the body of a dwarf miner, and it appears to be dead for quite a while. You can see that there's some type of maggots starting to appear on the corpse, and a stench as well. As
Do I recognize this dwarf?
unfortunately, you do.
Oh
is-
no.
That is your cousin Tharden.
Ah,
Your cousin
God.
Tharden, he is dead. He's got
my chest just like clenches up, and I'm just. You can tell that I'm upset.
Yeah, he's got maggots and other insects and stuff crawling out of his eyes, his ears, his nose, and he's been dead for quite a while. You're able to estimate probably been dead for around a week, maybe a little bit longer. Probably right around the amount of time that you saw your cousin back in Neverwinter. You didn't see Tharden and Nundro in Neverwinter. It was just
Okay.
they were already here. meeting
The
your
floor in
other
here,
cousin.
is it dirt?
No, actually the floor is a stone. Now the pit, that is dirt, because that is excavated down. Like I was saying, here's an entrance here. Here's a cave as well.
I'd like to bury him,
Okay, I
but
don't blame you.
that's a 20-foot drop, and it'd be really rude to just throw his corpse down there.
I mean, it's not like he's gonna feel it or anything. He's not gonna know.
it'd still be rude.
There is a, like I said, there is a rope tied off
I
on one
take
of the
out,
slide
yeah,
lines.
I take out my own rope and like tie it around him, and I'll gently lower him down to the bottom.
Okay, give me a strength check while you lower him down. Just a bit, and if you have the proficiency in athletics, you can add that in as well.
While he's getting ready to do that, I'll go over and get
18.
on the rope here and lower myself down to that, into the bottom of the pit.
Okay, you're able to lower the stiff carcass, well, the stiff corpse, all the way down to the bottom. He's stuck in the position that he's in now, and he just kind of tumbles down the side of the slope of the 20-foot drop. So, Eamon,
Wait,
these
so he
supplies?
fell?
No. You lowered him down successfully. You
Okay.
definitely had enough strength to lower him down. Now,
Okay.
as for the supplies, I think it was Eamon. You were doing the supplies, right?
Yeah.
You find a pair of boots, actually rolled up in one of the blankets, in one of the bedrolls. I'm sorry.
Is it the only thing that's worth anything?
They actually look to be a really nice pair of boots.
I turn around, notice him messing with my cousin's boots.
Give me a perception check, actually, to see if you do notice. So I'm sorry. Give me a wisdom check, and add your perception proficiency, which would be 4 now. You definitely, yeah, you hear something rummaging through the supplies behind you. You know, there's water skins. The rations are damaged, actually, but the water skin's okay. But you do see Eamon. He does have a pair of boots that he's kind of looking at.
Are you looting my cousin's gear?
I am looking at everything. You never know what is going to be amazingly needed in some sort of a campaign in a dungeon like this, in a cave like this.
Mm-hmm.
There might be
You recognize those boots, actually, Crag.
What boots are they?
You notice these boots if these are the boots that you're thinking of,
They belong to Nundro, don't they?
These boots actually belong to Nundro, yes. No, actually they belong to Tharden, I'm sorry. The dead cousin, yeah, Tharden.
Okay, gotcha.
So, these boots, you know that they can make you very fast. If you're
Really?
wearing them. Yeah. You remember that Tharden used to play all kinds of tricks and stuff on his other 2 brothers.
So, see, there is useful stuff in here.
Really? Really? But yes, you remember.
Well, he's
that
my
the-
cousin, so I think it's only fitting that the boots should go to me.
I love it.
I am the slowest one in the group, after all.
I take the boots, I pick them up. I start to walk towards
I
them.
ready my hammer.
I walk to the edge, and I just drop them over the edge.
All right, the boots tumbled on the edge.
And I just kind of
You're lucky I'm not in the mood to kill you today, because I was really thinking about pushing you over.
I mean, I'm only... I look at him and I said, I'm helping you, because that's one less thing. That's one less thing that you have to carry going down there. Now you have your boots and the other boots, since apparently you want your dead cousin's boots. And I
I'm not
grab
gonna
onto
use
the rope and lower myself down.
All right.
It's gonna be a keepsake to.
No check needed for that. No check needed for that.
Yeah, I have a when I hit level 3, I have a proficiency for climbing and stuff. Halfling nimbleness. Wait, no, that's not it. Hold on.
What do I need to do? What do I need to roll for going
Well,
down this?
You don't. Well, you can jump down if you want. I mean, it's 20
No,
foot,
I'm
but
going down with the rope.
okay. Well, the ropes. Yeah, the ropes over here on this stalagmite, so you can easily get down. There's no check needed or anything like that.
Yeah, it's called second story work.
I pick the boots up and stick them in my backpack.
I suggest to the group to pick a direction and move because it's looking pretty crowded down there.
I moved to the.
That's one.
What are we going to call this?
That's
The-
two.
Okay, I moved to number 2, and I
Can mark them
try
if you
to.
want.
I try to get as
We're going
stealthy
to two.
as I can, with the
Do-
intent of moving in slowly to look.
It's human size. The actual cavern is it can definitely take a human through there without having to get on your hands or knees or anything like that. So it looks like it was fitted for basically everyone for the Phandelver Pact, which was basically most of the races except for the elves. So
Can we hear or see anything down either of the paths?
you can give me a perception check. Well, I'm sorry. You can give me a wisdom check, and if you have proficiency in perception,
I don't see shit. Even with my low light, I don't see shit.
Yeah, there's nothing really going on. You don't see anything down there. Looks clear. Can't hear anything. But I'll tell you what you do hear. All of a sudden, everything starts to tremble a little bit, and you hear a sort of like what you think would be waves crashing. But you do
Oh,
all feel
boy.
that, and it's like a slight tremble in the ground.
Do you guys feel that?
Oh, everybody felt it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I blatantly say
God, we're
no.
trying to RP, Dave.
Sorry about that. Sorry. Go for it. My bad.
You're good.
I blatantly say no.
I'm going to. I would like to do an investigation and look for the tracks and stuff to see if I can see which direction most of the tracks are going. Maybe pick up any clues as to which direction we should actually go.
Well, that's going to be kind of difficult with all you guys stomping around down there.
Well, I should be able to tell the difference between, goblin and human and dwarf footprints.
I think you should roll for it.
Don't roll for hotness, though. God forbid, don't roll for hotness.
Rolling for Edward's hotness.
God forbid, don't roll for hotness.
Oh!
You don't,
It just gets better and better, dude.
Edward. You see tracks going in each cave, and you, even though it's not a high roll, I mean it's blatantly obvious. This is an earthen pit. It's a dug pit. It's not the hewn stone floor like up above 20 feet. You do see footprints of all sizes actually going into both mouths of each cave. So it just depends on what area, which way you guys want to go. I mean, honestly, that's
Okay.
how it is.
Yes, I am good looking. Thank you. And you can call me Lord Edward from now on.
Yes, Lord Clitoris.
Well, at least your kid stands a 50-50 chance.
I know he's not going to be as homely as Bonnie.
By your powers combined, your child is a 10.
No, a 7. A 7. If you split the difference, it's a 7.
Well, I did put a -5 in there, so I was just messing around with that one.
You guys know what way you want to go? And what are you doing
Let's
with
head
these
north.
boots as well?
Oh, I thought I told you. I
I didn't hear anything.
pick up his boots and I put them in one of my backpacks.
Okay, you're gonna kind of well, see, here it is. Here's how it works. Identifying magic items in 5th edition. 2 things you can do. You can burn an identify spell and learn it immediately. You can also If you want to take a short rest, just like 4th edition, you can learn the properties of one item during a short rest. So you can do it that way as well. Now, as for potions, all it takes is a sip to determine what it does. That's something
Okay.
that I remember reading. So Kadojo, you can identify that potion now.
Okay.
Which I'll go ahead and I'll tell you. You sip it. I'm sure that's probably what you would have done a couple sessions ago. But,
One of his whole legs turns invisible.
it is a potion of invisibility. So you do have a potion of invisibility. That's that potion that you found quite a while ago. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so you guys, I was reading about magic items, and some magic items actually make you bind them to them. Well, you have to bind yourself or bind that item to you. So, and that takes 15 minutes, I believe, or maybe an hour of uninterrupted. So it would take I think it takes a long rest to get it bound to you, but only an hour of that long rest. So, I think that's how it works. I'll read a little bit more into it. Even though I've read it 3 times, and sometimes I got to read shit 3, 4 times, 10 times before I remember it. All right, so which way are you guys going? You going door number 1 or door number 2?
2.
All right, so it looks like you
I rolled
guys are
a
going to
2.
number 2. Sounds good. All
Alright,
right.
I'm gonna see. God.
I'm gonna go ahead and reveal a little bit for you there, Eamon. Seeing that you are going. So, bear with me.